You're probably wondering how Conor McGregor went from looking like this to looking like this in just a few years. From a dominant champion and a superstar to a party animal with drugs and alcohol as his favorite side hobby, Conor McGregor's life is the true definition of a roller coaster. Besides the poor octagon performances and odd behavior lately, what most fans found concerning and started questioning was what happened to Conor McGregor's face.
Once a dominant force in the UFC and the first double champ who simultaneously held belts in 2 different divisions, today's Conor looks like he aged 20 years overnight, resembling a middle-aged man who never did any sports in his life with a bloated face like a pufferfish.
In this video, we'll take a deep dive into Conor's late career and answer the questions about what happened to Conor McGregor's face and made him the way he is now.
This is not over. If we have to take this outside with him, it's all outside. We don't give a
MMA Fighter Spot. Man, that channel is fucking great.
Remember when Conor was this sweet young kid begging Dana White for 60 G's?
60 G's, baby! I think someone is calling.
Now let's go 10 years ahead and see that time has changed with the Irish superstar for a decade.
I'm a creator. You know, I've been involved in many other products.
The change is evident, and the first thing one can notice is his bloated face, as if he's chewing on a pufferfish. Is it due to drugs, alcohol, or maybe plastic surgeries? One thing's for sure, Conor McGregor is not even a shadow of his old self, the way he looks and fights. Actually, lately, he only fights on Twitter. But anyway, the Notorious made his debut on April 6, 2013, and he quickly took the UFC by storm. His outstanding performances, charisma, and ability to trash talk on the microphone quickly turned him into a superstar like no one before.
His favela on horseback and kill anyone that was not fit to walk. But we are in a new time, so I'll whoop his ass in July.
On November 12, 2016, by bouncing Eddie Alvarez's head around like a pinball machine, McGregor won his second UFC belt and became the first UFC double champ in history who simultaneously held belts in 2 different divisions.
Nobody! The double champ does what the fuck he wants! Oh, that looks good!
This was his career's peak, and then everything turned downhill for the Irishman. By reaching his ultimate goal to become UFC's double champ, it looked like Conor's motivation now laid somewhere else.
I'm lined up right now. I'm about to be a daddy early next year, so.
He got the biggest paycheck in his sports career by serving as Mayweather's punching bag.
There's a lead right hand in round 6. Now Mayweather.
And returned to the octagon the following year, only to be smashed by the undefeated champion from Russia, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
No, it's on the chin. There's the tap.
Unpopular opinion? Dominic Cruz believes Conor was trying to gas Khabib out.
And he's trying to gas Khabib out.
However, despite losing his focus and motivation, it seemed that these 2 losses did not impact Conor negatively, as he had a performance masterpiece against Donald Cerrone after 2 years of absence.
I apologize, I'm a little late. It's hard work getting the kids ready and bringing them to the events. So thank you all for your patience.
It looked like the old Conor was back and about to reclaim what once belonged to him, the lightweight belt. On January 24, 2021, the Notorious was scheduled to face Dustin Poirier, a top UFC contender for years, and a victory against him would have granted McGregor an immediate title shot.
I look forward to chatting to you post-fight in the octagon for the first time. It's great to be back here.
The Diamond had different plans that night and ruined Conor's plan by TKOing him in the second. The Irishman was unhappy with the outcome, and they were scheduled to settle the score later that year, a bout that would turn Conor's career from bad to worse, a fight that made McGregor look the way he looks today. On July 10, 2021, Conor fought Poirier for the 3rd time in an attempt to prove to the world that the previous bout was a fluke.
Tomorrow night, I'm gonna make this man pay with his life, and I mean it. You're dead in that octagon tomorrow night.
He seemed like his old self, throwing kicks and punches, and his face looked normal. However, by the end of the first round, Conor was met with a gruesome injury, snapping his leg, and was taken out of the arena on a stretcher. He was immediately rushed to the hospital, where a 3-hour surgery took place. He went onto his social media informing his fans that he would recover for 6 weeks before being able to be back in action. Still, given the circumstances, this turned out to be way more complex and complicated than McGregor anticipated.
It's not going to be it's not going to be a few days or even a few weeks. It's going to be a bit of time.
Shortly after the surgery, Conor exited the U.S. anti-doping agency testing pool, indicating that he's not planning to return to the octagon anytime soon.
there's hurdles and whatnot, but we're in contact, we're in constant communication, and there's an interview scheduled and a meeting happened.
The USADA rules require that one enter the testing pool at least 6 months before the fight and be tested twice. We've seen what a gruesome injury like that can do to someone's career. Anderson Silva is a pure example of that. After breaking his leg in the second fight against Chris Weidman, this fighter never fully returned to his old self. Speaking of Weidman, he suffered the same kind of injury in his bout against Uriah Hall 2 years ago, and he's never fought since. McGregor is a self-righteous individual who would never let people remember him by his last 2 performances. He could do anything in his power to return better than ever and reclaim his reputation as an outstanding fighter that he once was. Due to those reasons, we can assume that this horrific injury is the main reason why Conor's face looks like this today. A video of McGregor interviewing Ariel Helwani this year shows how much Conor's appearance has changed in only 2 years. His face is bloated, which cannot be explained by weight gain, considering that his physique hasn't changed that much. Not only the look, but the way he speaks is even more concerning.
Straight away, we put on the big gloves. I sparred side by side with the guys. I didn't spar the contestants.
The Notorious was known for his unique trash talk and being sharp on the microphone. In this video, he can barely put a sentence together, giving Ariel a hard time in understanding what he really wants to say.
No, not at all. Do you want it? It's fine. Whatever, just go. All good. Let it be real.
Some would say that his new appearance is a product of cocaine usage, which can result in face bloating, known as coke bloat. However, this is an improbable scenario, considering that cocaine usage also impacts your body, which is not the case with McGregor. The more likely scenario is the constant usage of alcohol, which can be seen in many social network videos emerging on the internet. The Irishman is known for his affinity for parties and alcohol. On many occasions, he would have gotten wasted and then posted something on a social media account only to delete the post the next day when sober. Alcohol can cause water retention in your face, which makes it look bloated and puffy. Alcohol can cause puffiness in the face and inflammation in the digestive tract. And bloating may be worse when alcohol is mixed with sugary or carbonated mixers. When the body is dehydrated, skin and vital organs try to hold on to as much water as possible, leading to puffiness in the face. What if the last 2 bouts, culminating with the gruesome injury, drastically impacted Conor's mental health and he started drinking way more than he used to? This scenario is more likely than cocaine usage, but still very unlikely. We've seen McGregor on The Tough Show with Chandler, and he does not look out of shape. If he drank alcohol to a level to make his face bloat, a change in his physical abilities would have been apparent, and that's not the case with the Notorious, which leads to the question, what could be the real reason behind McGregor's look? The short answer might be the human growth hormone usage. The HGH helps you increase exercise capacity, bone density, muscle mass, and decrease body fat. This is considered a banned substance by the USADA, which explains why Conor exited the testing pool in the first place. But then the question remains, what usefulness would McGregor have from this? Besides the obvious factors, HGH is essential for growth, cell regeneration, and cell reproduction, and it helps maintain, build, and repair healthy tissue in the brain and other organs. And most important of all, especially in Conor's case, this hormone can help to speed up healing after an injury and repair muscle tissue after exercise. In order to have a speedy recovery and return to the training mats as soon as possible, it's most likely that the Notorious got a hold of this hormone, but at the same time, it comes with a price, and in this case, is swelling in the face, arms, and legs. Will all this be worth it? Only time will tell. But we, as fight fans, can only hope that whatever is happening with McGregor will not seriously impact the remaining years of his fighting career. That's all for today's video about Conor McGregor. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more content like this, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Remember, every subscription gets us one step closer.